Yo, what's going on YouTube? Got a video today. Today's video, man, we're going to be talking about the best updated Cold War settings. These settings are going to be based around movement and also aim, and really just to make you a better player all around. So, anyways, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the video, man. And, hey, have a great rest of your day. Peace. Alright, so we're not going to go over any keyboard and mouse settings. I don't play on keyboard and mouse, so we're going to go ahead and get into graphics. Full screen for display mode, that is the best for performance. Windowed and window full screen give input delay, so you don't ever want to play on those if you care about performance. Refresh rate, whatever your monitor gives, the highest refresh rate it gives, play on that. I play on 240 hertz. For VSync, these two, I'm telling you, you do not want to play on these. These give input delay, so just don't mess with those. Reflex low latency, I play on enabled and boosted. I know a lot of people talk about in the NVIDIA control panel and have low latency on, and like it might cancel out. But if you have both of them on, it's gonna at least pick one of them. And I just like to have this on for a placebo, and everything feels great in game. Render resolution 1920 by 1080. You know, this is pretty standard for anything competitive or even public matches for performance. If you want to play on higher image, you can, but I recommend playing on 1920 by 1080. Aspect ratio, I play automatic. I don't mess with colorblind modes, and a lot of people mess with the last one, Tritanopia. For field of view, I play 95. I know a lot of people that play on 90 and 100. 90 is more for AR players, and then they'll play independent, basically where your gun aims in more. You can see more. Really good for slow AR players. But if you're a sub and you play really fast, 95 affected is the best. Or 100. I play 95, so I don't get cameraed. I don't want to aim in and it's too zoomed in and I can't keep up. I don't mess with this one. That has nothing to do with anything pubs or competitive wise. Brightness, I play on 50. The reason I play on 50 is for if I play for a long time, I don't want my eyes getting tired. And I also play on blue light for my eyes as well. If you want to go higher, you can. If you want to see more, that's up to you. Frame rate limit, I play on limited. If you have a higher end PC, I don't think it really matters what you play on. I know some people talk about there's input delay that can be caused if you don't play on your monitor's hertz refresh rate, but I've noticed nothing, and I just play unlimited. I just like to see, you know, what my frames do. I don't know. I just have it on unlimited. But if you play on 144 frames, like if you have a 144 hertz monitor, you probably want to just play on 144. So, and then these are important menu custom frame rate limits. So basically, after your game, you had a long game, your PC was going crazy, right? You put it down to 60 after the games. That has almost no load on your PC, so it gives your PC time to rest, cool down those temperatures, and then get back to your game. Same thing with this one. Texture quality, these are pretty important. If you have a higher end PC, you can start going up a little bit. If you have maybe I'd say a 2060 or lower, I would play on low or lowest. I play on medium. I don't really see a difference with my PC, but I just like medium, just to have just a little quality, because I literally have no. All these settings are for performance, and then this one I have on high. I could just have it on medium because I haven't downloaded. I've not downloaded the in-game textures and models, so I could just have this on medium. But yeah, for special effects quality, I play on medium. Screen space reflection low. I should have that disabled. Low's fine. Object view distance low. If you play AR and you want to see further and you play real slow, play medium or high. I'm pretty sure that affects frames a little bit though. Just be aware of that. Water tessellation, I play on disabled. That's not really gonna matter unless you like looking at the ocean on Miami. For lighting, I play on low. You know, that doesn't really matter. Shadow quality low. Now for this one, dynamic shadows, I play on all. The reason why is because if I'm pre-aiming and someone goes around a corner, sometimes you'll be able to see their shadow before you even see them. So it's like you'll probably get first shot. So all for dynamic shadows. I got that from Attach. Shout out to Attach. Special effect shadows I've disabled. No reason to have that on. Weapon shadow disabled. Ray tracing. I'm pretty sure these give input delay. I'm not for sure, so I just have these disabled. For NVIDIA DLSS, I have this disabled. I know a lot of people mess with these. I personally play on disabled. For quality, see, now I told you I go for performance. I don't have any of these on. If you want a little better quality, you can. I don't even have it on low. I have it disabled. I like to have the best performance and no input delay. Occlusion quality, have on disabled. Motion blur disabled. This is one of the most important settings. You have this on, man. Someone jumps around the corner, your chances of seeing them is gonna be low. It's just you can't really keep up. You can't keep track. So I just play on disabled. Plus, you might actually get motion sickness from that. So, and then motion blur quality, obviously have that on low. For scattering, enable, disable, whatever you want. It doesn't really matter. Same thing with transparency. I actually have that on disabled. That messes with frames a lot. Whoa, you see on the bottom right VRAM usage. So I'm gonna have that disabled. VRAM usage target I have on high. The default I have it on high for if you have a really low end, like maybe you have 1660 super, and maybe you play on default or low if you see hitches in your game. But mostly high is what you're going to want for performance. Audio I have on 95. The reason I have this on 95 is that I've heard that there's distortion problems if you play on 100. Everything 100, like all these on 100. I'm pretty sure it goes through one channel, and so I just like to have it down just a little bit, just to give that cushion, that leeway. Music volume, I have it on 60. The reason I have it on 60, I love hearing music, man. This music, even you're hearing right now, it's just nostalgic. I love having that. So I like to have it on 60 so it doesn't get in the way of the game, because they do play a little music in-game as well. Sound effect volume, this needs to be on 100 or 95. This is basically your footsteps or anything, so keep that on 100. Dialogue volume 100, cinematics volume, I have that on 100. I could take those down, but I just play on 100. Audio presets, this is the best. High boost is the best for footsteps and just hearing everything. I'm telling you, you want to play on this. I know some people play on Treyarch mix, but for me, I've tested all of them. High boost is the best for hearing footsteps. So, hit marker sound effects you can play on definitely enabled. You want to hear what you're doing. Default or classic, that doesn't matter. And for the rest of these, I'm not going to get into that. For interface, whatever you want at the top left of your system, I like to have just a few things just to see how my PC is performing, so I can know if there's something wrong or if I'm lagging out the wazoo. So, yeah. Controller. Now these are probably the most important settings of the whole entire video. I play 6.6. In my opinion, 6.6 is the best sensitivity. It is the best for aim, movement. You can keep up. I know a lot of people say it's slow. If you learn how to play with it, I'm telling you, it's the best for aim. You map kids. And this is basically what all the pro players play on. Some people play 7.6 or 7.7. Those are good senses too. And you can be crazy on those. But me personally, I play on 6.6. Button layout, I play bumper jumper, tactical. Basically, you jump with L2. But whatever you play on. But bumper jumper and stick and move are really good for not having to take your finger off when you jump. So that's the reason I play on that. And I play on flipped. I could get some, I forgot what they're called. You press down the L2 on R2 so you don't have to press down as further. Can't really think of that right now. But I use L1 and R1. And it feels amazing. Invert, no sir. We don't play on those. Aim response curve type. Dynamic. I play on dynamic. I play on that on Warzone or... This feels the best to me. Linear is real sensitive. So if you like that, then cool. If you like that, you know, what you felt for years on Call of Duty, you can play on standard. But dynamic is snappy, yo. It's beautiful. Controller vibration, you want to have that disabled. You don't want none of that, and that can probably causes input delay because your controller has to do another thing while you're playing. Trigger haptics, have this enabled. You want to have that enabled. Vibration intensity, I just have that on 100. Target aim assist. If you want to shoot straight and not get turned on, I would have that enabled. Target aim assist mode, I have this on standard. Some people like to play Legacy. This is what you would feel on Warzone. So if you like Warzone aim better than Cold Wars, then you can play on Legacy. I wouldn't mess with any of these. Yeah, I'll just play on standard. ADS aim assist, yes, definitely need that on. Airborne Mantle behavior, I just have this automatic. So steady aim behavior, hold, armor behavior, fly all. That doesn't really matter. Stick layout default. Now these are very important. These are very good. Stick swap, I have that disabled. Now for left stick minimum input threshold, I have this on 2. So basically if you push forward, right, and you're sprinting, the less this is, the less you have to push to go forward. And this mixed with max input threshold on 60 is beautiful. And you know, you can really have some great movement with these settings. 100, 100 is just, it just feels slow. Like you have to press further. 60 is that sweet spot. If you go too low, I don't know if you have like stick drift in your left stick where it makes you run forward. So right stick minimum input threshold. This is I play on 6. You can go lower if you want, but I have stick drift, so I play lower. So I just got it right to 6. Right stick max, I have 100. Trigger Deadzone is basically when you tap down, like, you don't have to tap down as far and it'll already register. So I play on 0.01 just for the quickest possible. Auto move forward disabled. Auto sprint, you gotta have that enabled, man. You gotta have that enabled. I mean, it's like auto attack sprint from Warzone. So if you want crazy movement, have that enabled. And yeah, the sprint cancels reload. I have that disabled. If I'm trying to run away, you want to reload and being able to keep sprinting. That's very important. Parachute auto deploy enabled. I guess that's like a Warzone setting. Equipment behavior, yeah, these don't matter. Now for this one, interact reload behavior, I have on prioritize reload. So basically I can still say I shoot my AK, right, and I have 15 bullets left and I want to pick up a Krig. If I try to pick it up with my AK, I'm gonna have to hold it. But if I swap my gun, my RK5, and I haven't shot it, I can just tap the Krig and it'll pick it up right away. It's very good for like crazy situations. So those are my settings for controller. And yeah, that's pretty much all my settings, man. Alright, man, that's gonna be the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you're still here, leave a comment down below, man. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.